Thank you, everybody.
Y'all coming here, man. What's up? What's up? What's up?
I don't have gotten YouTube yet.
This is so
No,
cool.
YouTube
I'm
is
learning new
behind,
stuff about
man.
my phone.
You said what?
You say you learned stuff about your phone?
Yeah, I just found out my phone was muted the entire time.
Yeah, no, your phone was muted because it's when we're doing the intro, it mutes everybody's lines.
Okay.
How you doing, Shine?
I'm good.
I feel like you just woke up yesterday.
What?
Okay.
Why do you have a logo behind y'all? It looks funny. Yeah, right there. You have it on your background, probably. You don't see that?
Oh, okay. Hold on one second. I see what you're talking about. I see what you're talking about. Nope, that's not the right thing.
Where's my stimulus check?
There you go. All right, boom. He reading. He reading all the hard work I put into the broadcast. I had to think about all this stuff. Anyway, how you doing, man? How you feeling today?
Hello?
This the right thing I want to put. This right here. Yeah, that's right.
Where do I?
I don't know.
Hey, am I?
Probably sleep.
Way
He just responded in a group text not long ago.
Fast.
I was just texting him too, but still, he might be tired. I don't know. You know, people text while they sleep.
Nah, I don't know who the fuck do that.
I do. I mean, that's it don't come out right, but you get the drill.
But why you text while you sleep?
Because I want you to know that I see you and I'm going to respond to you in a timely manner.
Nah, fuck that.
No?
You text while you sleep?
Because I don't like to be left on red.
You young guy here. You text while you sleep? No.
Who the hell he texting?
He's a young man. He got friends.
Yeah, okay.
Yes, he has honey dips.
Oh, okay.
You got some honey dips, brother?
What the hell is a honey dip?
No, man.
I heard of honey twist. Impressive.
You don't know what honey dip is either?
No, that's some old shit.
No, man. So you ain't got no honey dip either. That's all good. Y'all missing y'all honey dips. Piat, you got a honey dip?
I mean, I just had some nacho dip.
Nah, that's what we call shit dip. It's gonna make you shit in a minute.
Javon Amari said, hey.
He did? What he said that?
He said, man, Javon, pull up. It should be in your comments.
I think it's coming over on YouTube real slow.
Gotcha. Hi, Tyrone.
What's up, TJ?
So, all right, don't go back, Tyrone.
Y'all on,
okay, so,
so y'all on YouTube.
So they passed the bill about the stimulus. Does it have to go somewhere else to be voted?
Yes, it passed in the House. It now has to go to the Senate. The Senate is going to have to edit it because they included the minimum wage in there, and the Parliament decided that the minimum wage was not covered under reconciliation or whatever. So it's going to have to go to the Senate. They're going to have to change it and vote on it. And then it has to go back to the House to be voted on. And then it has to go to the president to sign.
So long story short,
October.
You'll
hey, Dwayne.
You'll get that in time to do Christmas shopping.
They claim it's all supposed to happen by March 14th.
I don't believe that. It might happen that quick though.
No,
you said 2 who?
That's 3. No, that's about 3 weeks. Because the first
is 14 days, 15 days.
That's 2 weeks.
That's 2 weeks.
The first is Monday.
Okay. I'll take the money.
March is the perfect month.
Why?
February was
besides my birthday.
What is it?
It's exactly 28 days.
I thought March began on Monday on the first.
February began on a Monday, ends on a Sunday. It's a perfect rectangle. It's 4 full weeks, and that's it.
So March gonna end on like a Wednesday or some
It's a
shit.
Wednesday.
Yeah. Gotcha.
Why is that important?
I mean, smart people. We just talking about smart people shit. That's all.
Okay.
My bad.
Yeah, petty.
What's up, Mary? I mean, Mary. What's up?
You don't know Dwayne last night?
Aaron, yeah, you see how I blanked out. That's the age catching up with you, man.
You said the A's?
Oh Lord. That's not.
I said age.
Oh, age.
Age, it's all the same thing, right?
No, it's not. No, it's not. We're not gonna do that.
You still losing time.
No, sir.
No, okay.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Why? Oh, you said whack ass March. Why March whack though?
I think
Who said that?
His birthday. Tyrone.
TJ.
Hey, Johnny.
What's up, bro? You getting comments fast? I'm getting comments over here because I'm just coming through slow than a motherfucker. But anyway, all right, y'all. So,
hey, Michelle.
What's up, Michelle? So, all right. So, on this show right here, y'all, we you called from last week. We was going to let.
It was gonna be about health and wellness.
Yeah, health and wellness. We're gonna let Sean talk about his journey this last month.
It's crazy because I got bad.
Alicia, AB was gonna talk about her journey. From that she began last year. I'm not too sure, but at least gonna be able to make it today. Today is her anniversary.
Tomorrow
is her anniversary. Congratulations to her and her husband.
I'm happy y'all didn't say today because I'm about to say how she didn't know it was her anniversary, but that ain't important.
But yeah, so it's an anniversary. So like I said, if she comes on, great. If not, then we'll catch up with her next week. Like I said, congratulations to her and her husband on their wonderful anniversary. How many years have they been married?
I think 7.
17 years. That's a blessing.
7.
That is a blessing.
17, 7, it's all the same thing. It's still torture.
They both got a 7 in them. So
yeah,
okay.
It's close enough, right? It's a cricket letter in there somewhere. All right. So before we get into that, hey Rachel. Before we get into that, just want to say the question I posted into the thread is where's our stimulus? So I brought in my national smart person to talk about the stimulus and to discuss the stimulus check in case if you don't know the update information on it. Javon, can you? I'm just joking.
It's crazy because I'm sitting there like, okay.
like who the next smart person is? Like, okay, great, we talk that shit now. So, I'll say a little bit, and then Piatra say something if she sound wrong or something.
I mean, Dwayne keep up with politics. He can chime in too.
Who keep up with politics?
Dwayne.
I keep up with the shade room.
That's why I didn't mention the Sean.
Nobody.
Hey, Razmia.
What's up, Raz?
I said Raz in there. She definitely keep y'all honest. So Michelle.
Yeah.
You guys can keep here informed.
So this is the update as of right now. They did pass it in the House. Now it has to go to the Senate.
Correct.
While it's at the Senate is gonna have to restructure some things because they included the minimum wage part of the package now. So by them including that into the into the whole ordeal, they're going there and restructure some stuff. And when they restructure in the Senate, they got shooted back to the House. Then the House got voted again. Once they approve it, then I go back to the goddamn. No.
When the Senate edits it,
they send it back to the House.
Vote on it. No,
yeah.
They
don't vote. Okay.
And they assume that it's going to pass 50-51, with Kamala being the one to push it over.
Yeah.
And then it's going to go back to the House. The House is going to vote, and then it'll go to Biden to sign, provided that it passes in the House again.
And just to keep you abreast on this right here, I think This follows a trend of pettiness that everybody has in them. So every Republican representative voted against the stimulus package. Every last one. Not one of them voted for it. All of them said, fuck y'all. We lost. We're not going to play good. And me personally, I think they're doing it on purpose because I think they're having a united front in the sense of if one Democrat votes no, it's over.
Well, no. So that's why they're doing it's a reconciliation bill. Now I can't speak to what reconciliation is and all that. You have to ask one of the other smart people. But it basically it's a way where they don't need a majority. They just need a certain number or whatever. So actually 2 Democrats voted against it.
Do you know?
I don't know who the 2 were, but you can look it up. It's public information.
I swear, so if it's Warlock or Dunlock.
No, of course it wasn't. But all of the Republicans voted against it. 2 Democrats voted against it. But they still had enough to pass because it's a reconciliation bill, is my understanding.
There you go.
Yes, Raz. So Raz says, so we're looking at another 2 weeks or more. Yes, they said it's supposed to be done by March 14th.
Which would be 2 weeks.
So that aid can, get out to the people by the end of March. But I don't realistically see that happening. But,
Basically, the way things moving right now with the stimulus check, TJ, that we looking at about another 2 weeks before we get a final yay or nay on when it comes through. All right, so I just want to, I just wanted to hit that topic real quick before we go into the conversation for the night. So what I'm gonna do, Ashan, this is your floor, my brother. We're not gonna irritate you. We're gonna have questions, of course, but I'm gonna go ahead and highlight you, my brother.
You can highlight somebody,
nigga.
You can make their face bigger than everybody else.
Technology, bro. What you talking? Oh, you just wait till I figure out how to do technology.
Hey, just a side note to the stimulus thing. This ain't really got nothing to do with the stimulus. Well, thank you for the highlight.
I tell you, I said too much light skin. Take it away.
All right. Just everybody keep an eye on the post office. The post office has got something going on that ain't gonna be all good.
They're about to strike, aren't they?
Enlighten us. Can you enlighten us, Dwayne? As a business owner, this concerns me.
No, it's not as far as them striking. I don't know if y'all remember, but the postmaster general, the guy in charge of this shit, was appointed by Trump.
Yeah.
And he about to do some sweeping changes and do all this other stuff. And right now they can't get him out. You know what I'm saying? They might be able to do some legal mumbo jumbo or, some political bull crap or whatever. But right now he's still in charge and he's about to overhaul this whole thing. And the mail's about to get slower.
It can get slower?
Slower than what the fuck it is now?
Yes, it can get slower. It can get slower because he's thinking about taking away stuff, or combining like the services and also going up on they about to go up on their prices. So
they went up on their prices.
I was about to say I already did that too. Shit.
Well, they about to go up on them again because you got to understand the post office isn't part of the government. So all the money that the post office get is from what they do. Like they don't get any money from how like schools get money and transportation get money and energy get. Post office don't get no money from the government because they're not part of the government. They're their own entity.
Yeah.
So all the money that they get is from what they generate. So just
that's really interesting because I heard not long ago, and now granted I didn't fact check it, so I don't know if it's true, but I heard that the IRS is not actually part of the government. The IRS is actually a privately owned company who does the government's business, but they are technically not a part of the IRS. I mean, not a part of the
I think that's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
So hold on. So when the IRS become knocking for that money, I can be like, bitch, you get the fuck out of here. Like a normal,
they do.
like a normal bill collector.
Government business.
Nah, cause you can't do that because they're a representation of it.
I'm about to say, boy.
That's like a lawyer or something, you know what I'm saying? Like a lawyer with a power of attorney. Like, I'm not the nigga, but I got a power of attorney. So I
don't tell them motherfuckers either. Shit.
Oh well, then just go to jail, buddy.
Nigga, they call me all the time. Sir, you old man, get the fuck off my line. Yeah. Block, nigga.
So yeah, just
the other part too, when the Postmaster General or whatever was doing all that other stuff a few months ago, people were talking then, and they were saying, this is from a stock perspective, they were saying now might be a good time to look at UPS and FedEx stock.
Yeah, because they go up.
Think that a lot more business is going to be kicked towards them because the post office is going to be going through so many hardships and changes and whatnot.
They got to.
Also, another side note, Alicia just texted me. She said, yes, she'll still come on. What time y'all want her to come on?
Whenever she wants to, man. We cut Sean ass. We'll cut him back.
Well, I'll just tell her 8:30. So Sean can
she's on now. So, I mean.
Oh, she on now?
Well, I got to send her the link. I got you.
The link. We're about to send the link right now, Alicia.
So, yeah. And plus the post office is in debt. So, they got it.
Oh, I mean, nigga, what's so crazy to me, though? If this ain't the pot calling the kettle black, nigga, the U.S. government is in so much, as a country, we're in so much fucking debt. How you gonna talk shit to a nigga like me when you ain't got your shit together?
True.
It's like, you know what I'm saying? It's like you send me letters threatening me and shit. We gonna come cut your lights off. Hold on, bro. Have you paid all your bills? Fuck out of here, man. And when you pay your shit, my nigga, then maybe I'll pay my shit. Fuck them lights. I bought some counters, bitch.
All right, Alicia, I just sent it to you. So let's say 8:30. That works for y'all?
Yeah.
Okay, you can come on at 8:30. All right, Sean, take it away. You got 12 minutes.
Sean.
No, we can talk when you love bring on that. Don't rush Sean.
Oh,
before Sean goes, just another thing. Also, if you have cable, like if you subscribe to like one of the cable services or whatever,
people still do that.
Yes, people still do that. Like millions of people actually still do it. Obviously,
dumbest.
That's about to go up too.
Damn.
That's about to go up too, but nobody was supposed to know about it.
But so, you know what? That makes sense though. Like everything should be going up because the virus kind of stopped people money, so they got to get they back in somehow, right?
Yeah, what the cable is going up because of like contracts and stuff, and what it is like I think it was Disney or somebody.
Disney Plus or Disney?
Just the corporation itself. Okay. I can't remember who it was, but they were getting some contracts for maybe like some sports or something like that, and it went up. Mm-hmm. So, or they the point is the stuff going up, they're passing it on to the customers basically.
Oh,
yeah. So I don't know when it's going up, but supposedly like a lot of that stuff is like really about to go up. So just a heads up if you got cable, just look out for that.
I said, ain't no niggas
I'm not surprised. I was telling DFO earlier when we were talking about the stimulus bill because they put this new thing in here for people with kids. They're going to be getting a monthly payment and stuff like that. And I was telling him that at the end of the day, none of this is free. I feel like we're all going to get fucked in a couple years to pay all this money back. Like I have no faith in the federal government.
They're about to cut Social Security for this.
Yes.
So everybody thinking they're getting free money. You're getting your money back. Right. Everything that you gave them to the government, they're just basically giving to you back.
And so when you get old and you get Social Security check, they're gonna be like, "You remember 2020, nigga?"
No, you won't get no Social Security check. That's the whole point.
I know. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Social Security check.
No, I'm just saying when you looking for Social Security, when you get up in age, like most people do up in age, and they trying to start working. You start like, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and collect my Social Security check. Right now, nigga, 2020 took that up.
Right. Damn. Right. You being destitute back then.
But most people don't want to sit down for Social Security though.
You said what?
Most people don't want to sit down and collect Social Security. They don't want to work.
You a lie. You a double lie.
Well, people can't depend on Social Security.
So Social Security don't be
it's
shit.
Such a small amount of money that most people can't live on that.
Yeah, most
so
people.
That's why you will have people out here who may be eligible for it, but they're going to continue to work because it's not enough money to sustain them.
My grandmama got $20, no, $15 a month in food stamps, and she was 60, 70 years old. Couldn't work on her own home, and the reason why she got such little is because she owned her own home. That wasn't funny. That was sad.
I wasn't laughing
Anyhow,
at you. I was laughing at the text message I got.
Oh, but hey, now real talk. Dwayne, that words you used earlier, don't know what the fuck it mean. Stop using the big ass words. Confusing me.
What word was that?
I think you said destitute.
There you go.
Oh,
Doc and Duck. Don't use that shit no more. Okay, you make me look slower than everybody else. Don't like that.
Well, I make sure I tell Clifford to stop sending me the words of the day.
Yeah, tell him he need to cut that shit out, bro.
All right, go ahead and introduce your guest.
All right, y'all. So this is our guest for the evening, Miss Brown Mom Experience. Am I correct?
The Brown Mom Experience. Yes.
Hey man, I do my homework. Anyway,
for this one, you're not gonna say the Brown Mommy Milk though, because she's talking about her health journey.
You know what's crazy?
Wait. Let me do my intro, nigga. Let me do my intro. God, dog.
Calm down.
Hell, come.
Y'all get on my nerves.
Go ahead.
All right, the Brown Mama Milk.
The Brown Mommy Milk.
Brown Mommy Milks. Miss Alicia, how you doing tonight, Miss Alicia? She is a entrepreneur, podcaster. I have a list of things I'm reading off right here.
Okay.
A mother, a wife, and a Christian. You Christian, right?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Okay, there you go. See, I was right. There you go. I'm home. I'm gonna highlight you right quick.
Good job on creating the intro, though.
Thank you.
That was
very
I'm out here, bro.
Congratulations, Alicia, on your anniversary.
Oh,
yes, happy anniversary.
Yes.
Thank you.
They look like what's that crocodile skin behind you in the hotel
That
room?
is a headboard.
That's what I'm saying. It's crocodile.
This is ostrich.
That's ostrich.
I don't know what this is.
What the hell is that
man.
chopped and screwed?
Let somebody get Pete on the phone, man.
I know y'all hit it.
I don't know. It could be plastic. I don't know.
You hear something, Sean?
Sean hearing the voices in his head.
I mean, I hear them too, but I'm not talking about them right now.
All right. Go ahead, Miss Alicia. The floor is yours.
All right. So, thanks for having me on. So, I assume that you were going to ask me questions.
Can you hear her?
Yes.
Yes, Sean, we can hear her.
Okay.
Now he can't hear her. He used to couldn't hear me. Now he can't hear her.
Sean, you might want to go out and come back in.
Okay.
I'm a mute your thing too. There you go. Go ahead, Lisa. I'm sorry.
Yes, I assume that you were going to ask me like some questions and I would just answer them, or like what do you want me to talk about specifically?
All right. So I have a couple.
Okay.
So first and foremost, I know last year you embarked on your journey of having weight loss surgery, correct?
Yes, sir.
When you first, how nervous were you going into that whole process?
Initially, when I finally made the decision that this was the route I was going to go, I was very confident. I thought I knew everything. Mm-hmm. As the process went along, I was nervous to have the surgery because I've had, health experiences in the past that have made surgery very scary. Mm-hmm. So I was, a healthy amount of nervous for the surgery, but I felt confident in my education of being prepared. And now it's a whole new world. It's a whole new world. And every day there's a new thing that I'm learning, discovering, and experiencing in this journey.
Did you have any concerns about COVID? Because since you had to go into a hospital setting?
Oh, absolutely. I was very worried about COVID, but the likelihood of dying from COVID is higher when your BMI is above a certain percent or a certain number. And there's a lot of people that passed away from COVID. And I think the majority of them had comorbidities, either previous health conditions or obesity. And I don't want to die from COVID just because I have extra weight on my body. I want to try to do something to help myself make it. And so I was worried, but I was like, I'll have my mask on. I know they're going to have their mask on. They're testing. They did. They made sure we were straight before we even had the surgery. So
I know you had to get the test, and this just because I just hate the damn test. Did they do your nose and back of your brain stem cell with your test?
I thought they were going to put it up there.
Yeah.
They didn't do that. They just kind of went inside of my nasal cavity and did a swirly, and it felt like I was gonna sneeze, and that was about it.
Oh, you got the good test. See, I'm out here with the hood test, and my hood test was like, she was like, open wide, stab.
Yeah,
jiggle.
That was some aggression. I'm sorry.
That ain't how you do it.
Right. Y'all look dramatic.
That's how he did mine. Y'all nigga went down. Somebody did mine. Anyway.
She must have been mad that day. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Alicia, could you explain the procedure? Procedures.
What I had or what the procedure is exactly. Because I guess we never addressed it. So I had weight loss surgery. My surgery date was December 29th of 2020. And the weight loss procedure that I had was vertical sleeve gastrectomy. It's also called VSG. And what that is they use either robotics or a laparoscopic method where they make little incisions over the abdomen and they stick poles inside and a staple gun and some sutures and some knives, and they cut your stomach down to the size of a small banana, or they remove 80 to 85% of your stomach, depending on the practice, determines the size. And so they staple the sides closed and pull the remainder of your stomach out, and they close you back up and put you in recovery, and then tell you you're gonna have to walk in an hour. So that was the surgical process. That is the technical name of my procedure, and the purpose of that. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say all that sounds gross. So how?
I'm sorry.
No, I'm saying it really does sound gross. What you explained was that they took your stomach out, right?
Lord.
They cut it down to the size of like a very small tube.
Okay.
It made me cringe when I hear it. I don't like surgery, so it just.
Are there any more procedures that you have to embark on after this, or is that the last one? I know you probably have some follow-up, but is there any other actual major procedures that you might have to do also?
So during my surgery, they had to remove scar tissue due to my other health conditions that I had to go through, but that's not normal for most patients. If I choose to, and I feel like I have an abundance of loose skin, then I can seek plastic surgery. But once they remove it, it's gone. If I don't do what I'm supposed to, and I continue to eat bad, and I don't follow the program, there is the option to go from sleeve to gastric bypass. And some people do choose that if they feel like it didn't help them. But it's not required.
So that plays perfectly into my question. Sorry, Dwayne, because this was a perfect setup. So what is the difference between VSG and gastric bypass? Because I always thought gastric bypass was when they remove part of the stomach, and VSG was a different, it was a form of surgery that didn't require them to actually physically remove part of your stomach.
Well, that's a really great question, Piatra. So there are a lot of different weight loss surgeries that you can do. You can do the balloon. There used to be one widely practiced called lap band, where they would put a band around your stomach. However, the failure rate was, I think, 85%. Don't quote me on that. People got infections. People's bands exploded in their system and had to be surgically removed. And so it wasn't a permanent solution. So the difference between gastric bypass, RNY, or vertical sleeve gastrectomy, which is VSG, is with vertical sleeve, they remove a portion of your stomach, they close you up. With the gastric bypass, they cut your stomach down to the size of a large egg, and they reroute your intestines. So they shorten your intestinal tract and they move it up so that your food will bypass a large portion of your intestines, which increases the malnutrition factor and can help lose weight faster. However, studies have shown that patients who get VSG and RNY, by the time they hit the 18-month mark, they've lost the same amount of weight.
Oh, wow.
Gotcha. Okay. Thank you. That was a great explanation.
Yes.
So are you still sleeping with Chris Brown?
No.
Okay.
Never have.
All right. So Rachel has a question.
Might want to know that.
Okay.
See, you didn't say that for real, though.
Rachel's question is, how much weight did you lose post-surgery?
So I've lost 67 pounds to date.
Woo-woo.
I
Good
lost 21 pounds before surgery. So
Okay.
21 minus 67, that makes 46 pounds since the surgery. Most patients at 2 months post-op lose between 20 and 30 pounds. My practice has deemed me their fastest loser.
Awesome.
And
You're a loser.
Yes, yeah, I am. I am a loser. I am losing this weight. It is gone forever, okay?
Right.
That's awesome.
So, do they give you like a diet plan for you to follow?
Yes. So when you go through the program, it's funny because people think that you just say, "Oh, I'm gonna get weight loss surgery," and you can schedule your surgery tomorrow. It's actually a 6-month process. It can be shortened with some nutrition programs if your health insurance will allow it, or if you're self-pay. But you do have to go through nutrition education. It's required for all patients. How long you have to do it depends on your insurance. But when you go through the nutrition education, they re-go over how we are supposed to eat and fuel our bodies. And before you have surgery, they give you a large packet of nutrition information and what you're going to have to do to heal your body post-op. And then once you have gotten to a place of stability and being able to go back to consuming foods, they do give you guidelines on what you can eat. So like as of today, I had my surgery on the 29th, and so technically there's no 29th of February, so I guess the 1st of March would technically be my 2-month post-op officially. But once I hit 1 month post-op, I was allowed to start going back to food in moderation. So I have to try one new food every week, meaning a type of vegetable or fruit. I found out that my body is not really feeling vegetables right now. It doesn't feel any kind of dark meat or greasy meats or anything like that. I pretty much eat a lot of seafood. I have to get in 100 grams of protein daily, which is difficult because my stomach is so small. I can only ingest between 1.5 ounces to at the maximum 3 ounces in a sitting. And it depends on how soft the food is. And every time you put something in your mouth, you have to chew 30 times. You're supposed to not eat with your phone and the TV, but I do because that's me. You can't eat and drink at the same time. So like we went out to dinner tonight for our anniversary, and I had a drink sitting on the table that I couldn't touch. And now that I'm back, I have this big 30-ounce thing, and I'm going to drink it to get my fluids in, because you're supposed to get at minimum 64 ounces of fluid. But remember, you can't drink a whole bunch, so you have to take small sips. Otherwise, it feels like you got kicked in the chest by a horse. So it
like a Mr. Ed horse.
Like somebody just
I knew that nigga was racist.
doing your shit, like bitch, Corvette. Like it really does. It hurts, makes you sit down. I do have a medication called uptight enzyme that I sometimes take if I took a sip, not thinking, and I'm trying to get everything to go down. That helps. But yeah, you have to be very cautious about how you proceed with food. Like I can't binge and gorge myself anymore. I physically can't do it.
Okay.
Have you? Does it change like your, like, how like even with or without surgery or any kind of a event in their life, people like change the vegan or whatever or stop eating meat. Has that been the case with you? Like, have you like stopped eating meat and
it's actually damn near a pescatarian right now?
Yeah, I'm for the most part I'm a pescatarian, and not by choice. It's just that because my stomach is so sensitive now, certain things will just make me nauseous. Like watching the wrong food commercial will make me nauseous. So because they cut out such a large portion of your stomach and they cut out the ghrelin, the ghrelin out of your stomach, you have no hunger hormones. So you're not hungry at all. So you have to eat, otherwise you'll feel like you're about to hit the floor very quickly.
Yeah.
And so you have to eat multiple small meals a day. But you learn very quickly when you start reintroducing foods, what foods your body is like, okay, I'm feeling this, and what foods just like, bitch, you try me, get it out of here, or we're gonna fight. And you will violently get sick, and you learn very quickly what to try and what not to try. So yeah.
I heard about the getting sick thing. I had a guy talk to me one time. We was talking about I think he had got the sleeve, I believe, and he was telling me that he overate, that he got violently sick.
Mm-hmm.
He would throw up and stuff like that.
Yeah, because there's no space. Like there's no space. So like some people will still try to keep eating because they enjoy the taste of the food, or they're being mindless with their eating. That's why they say not to eat with the TV or while you're on the phone, because it's easy to miss those hunger cues when you're not paying attention. And so yeah, your body will projectile vomit and get it out of there. But if you keep doing that for long enough, you can stretch your stomach to be able to take a larger capacity, and you can eat small enough portions to out eat your restriction.
Mm-hmm.
So while the restriction helps, you have to still make conscious choices. Like we're in DC in the National Harbor. There is Furlough Cheesecake right down the street. There is this beautiful candy pastry. And I walked through and I just smelled the smells, and I left without buying anything, which is huge because I've always had a big sweet tooth. But I know that sugar, when it sits in your stomach, it metabolizes and turns into fat. Your body doesn't really burn it unless you're physically running or in physical movement. So if you eat candy and sit down, it's going to turn into fat. If you eat a bunch of carbs, your body's just going to store it as fat. Fat, most of the time, we just poop out. And protein is what keeps us full and fuels our bodies and helps us heal ourselves from the inside out. And so knowing that information, I could look at it and say, oh, wow, that smells so good, and walk away, because I know that I'm trying to make a lifestyle change. I want to be healthier for my kids. And when I was at my highest, I couldn't function right. And I couldn't play with my kids. I couldn't stand up, cook a meal. It was a really sad point of living. And I gotten so good at taking pictures of myself that I was able to disguise my weight from myself. And it wasn't until I had to give them a weight that, was my starting weight, that I had to face the music that, baby, you gained a lot of weight very, very quickly, and do something about it, because I want to live a fulfilled life, and I don't want there to be restrictions to what I can do.
So let me ask you this question. Did you have to go through any type of psychological eval? Yeah.
Yes. So there is a psych eval that every patient, no matter what practice you go to, you have to do. Mine was covered by insurance, but because I didn't hit my copay deductible, I had to pay for it out of pocket. It was $200. And I sat with this woman and I talked to her, and then she asked me a couple questions that kind of made me tense up. But it was good, because what she's trying to make sure is that your mindset is in the right place.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you're not doing it for the right reasons, they will deny you and say that I don't recommend this patient for weight loss surgery. They're not going to be a good patient and they need more time. And so I completed my psych eval probably 2 weeks after my initial appointment, which was very quick. I had another 4 months to go. Because I did a nutrition program called NutriHealth, which speeds up the process a little bit if it's accepted by your insurance. Extra underline and highlight that part, because my insurance actually didn't accept it. And the fact that I had did so many diet programs before that is how I was able to still get my surgery when I did. Otherwise, I would have had to wait till almost March.
Yeah, I heard that one of the issues with people who go through weight loss surgery from the psych eval side of it is that you just replace, if you lose weight, great. But if it's something that you're dealing with, emotionally or mentally, your addiction will just transfer into something else.
Absolutely.
So when
so that was a
might want to drink it before, now you become an alcoholic. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Or if you want to, I don't know, a dog beater, now you're being dogs. You know what I mean? What the case may be.
So the transfer addiction can be on, now you are abusing money and you're a shopaholic, and now you're spending all of your money and you can't save anything. You're not paying your bills because you're spending your money shopping. Or you now become a sex addict because one of your coping mechanisms used to be eating pretzels in your closet. And now you're fucking everybody and everything. You could become. It
sounds kind of personal. You being kind of specific here.
No, I don't eat
really.
I'm just saying.
I'm just saying. She sounded kind of specific.
Because there was a chocolate covered pretzel at the candy store, and I've been thinking about it, but I'm not gonna do it. That's the only reason I mentioned the pretzel.
But so what is your coping mechanism, AB?
Well, how do you feel?
When you said eating pretzel in the closet, I was like, oh, okay.
It wasn't my story, but I was thinking about that pretzel, like, because I just mentioned it, and I was like, "Dang, that pretzel was only $1.50," but I'm not gonna do it.
So, what is your coping mechanism?
My coping mechanism. So I write a lot, and I talk, and I am learning that it's okay to express my emotions. I don't have to suppress myself with food. Like, if I'm upset with my husband, I don't need to grab a bag of chips to self-medicate. I can tell my husband, yo, when you didn't do this, when I asked you to, it really upset me and it really made me feel disappointed.
Is that how you talk for real?
I try to. And then sometimes I will, yo, I was talking to you, and and you curse and stuff like that, but that doesn't yield results in my household.
Cause we have matching box gloves over here. So every time she got an issue or something, which is like every 5 minutes, she just throwing to me like, "Come on, 5 minutes, nigga." And
whatever. Are they sock and boppers? Because that's what I want.
No, these are real box gloves, son. Oh. You see, my face ain't changed. That's all I'm saying. Mayweather in my house. But go ahead.
So, Alicia, how do you feel that the McRib is back?
Oh my God.
Well, one, I never liked it to begin with, and I don't eat at McDonald's, so
this nigga said the McRib.
Have at it.
That bullshit.
I think McRib been trash, bro. Ain't nobody excited about this.
She might want a McRib because
meat, though. Is it meat?
It's
not.
It's not.
I don't know. I ran over a curve trying to go to McDonald's, so I don't know.
Let me see.
Were there any like any kind of health restrictions that potentially might have not allowed you to get this surgery? Because I know you said something about it might not have been you in particular, but I know you said about the stomach shavings and whatnot. So like you're not a doctor, but like if you have any kind of like gastrointestinal like issues, like IBS or Crohn's or anything, does that like inhibit you from like getting any of these procedures?
So that's actually a good question, and that was actually one of my concerns, because shortly after I had my fourth daughter, I had to have my gallbladder removed in an emergency procedure as I had developed pancreatitis. And after that gallbladder removal, I developed IBS-like symptoms, and they were horrible. And so one of my concerns was, one, the excess scar tissue, because I had I had uterine rupture and I had to have an emergency C-section where they cut my stomach up and down. And so I was worried about the amount of scar tissue, because I was told during my gallbladder removal that I had an excess amount of scar tissue. But I was also worried because I was, as soon as I ate something, run into the toilet. And so what the doctor was able to do, he was able to prescribe me a medication, because I brought it up pretty early. And I had another appointment with him 1 month out to make sure that the medicine was working. And it was. And it literally solved all of my issues. For anyone that may have had a more severe issue than mine, they can treat it with medication. They can change your diet. They can do things to help you cope. But since I've had the surgery, I have had not one IBS-related symptom, not one intestinal issue. I feel so much better now than I did beforehand. So everything I was dealing with is non-existent.
But do you think whatever they removed, like, might have been the issue? Like maybe part of your stomach liner was inflamed or something, or
so I still have some of my original stomach lining. So if that were the case, then the issue would still persist. But with IBS and the way that I was dealing with it, when you have your gallbladder removed, your gallbladder holds enzymes from your liver. And then as you eat things, it disperses it based on what it is you ate. So if you ate red meat or a lot of fatty foods, it releases a whole lot. If you ate something that's green leafy vegetables, it releases a little bit. And when you have your gallbladder removed, you no longer have that filter of a pocketbook to hold those enzymes. So you're getting a constant flood stream of liver enzymes into your intestines all the time, and that can cause inflammation. That's how it was explained to me the very first time I went to the gastroenterologist, and she tried to give me Metamucil to fix it, and it didn't work. So,
isn't that just fiber?
Yeah.
She was just trying to get your poop good, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah,
well, I mean, she was saying that she didn't want to put me on medications because I was breastfeeding, and that she wanted to try holistic methods. But what happened was I ended up suffering for way too long.
Right. That was fun. Okay.
Does like your eating habits, like, does it affect your blood sugar now? Because I know you say you have to eat different. Like, do you just be feeling like faint or something, or?
Well, I know that for some people who have diabetes, if they get the surgery, they no longer have to take their diabetes medication, and it resolves that issue for, I think the paperwork said 90 to 95% of patients. For me personally, I never had diabetes, but I do have a condition called vasovagal syncope. And so if I don't eat enough regularly, it'll cause me to pass out. So I don't know if it's an aggravation of that because the vagus nerve becomes more sensitive with the surgery, or if it's just low blood sugar. But I'm going from probably eating about 5,000 calories a day with 2 meals at a fast food restaurant, and eating large bags of potato chips every single day, and candy and Kit Kat bars unfiltered, not realizing that I was destroying myself, to maybe getting between 300 and 500 calories a day.
Man, that's a big difference.
Yeah. So that's what that causes that too. But I was told by my dietitian recently that when I change orientation, to just take it slow. It said it's made with red meat and other ingredients. What is other ingredients?
Bro,
roaches? Like what?
Hey, why you playing? Call from mad roaches. But anyway, go ahead.
Probably McDonald's bags, old McDonald's bags that I'm ground up.
That you know what? That could be a whole conspiracy theory right there.
Hey, why you playing?
Meat ain't meat.
Hey, look, Dwayne, why you playing though? I actually looked it up, and the ingredients in McRib is, the first one is pork, water, salt, dextrose, rosemary extract. That's when it was in the McRib. Now the whole the issue is not issue, but the question I have, it says pork. Don't tell you what type of pork. That shit could be pork feet, pork. Yeah, it could be snout. You don't fucking know.
Does it matter?
Fuck yeah, it matter, nigga. Wow. You out here eating pork nose and lips and shit.
Pig lip.
Yeah. You out here French kissing a pig. You don't even know it.
People eat chitlins. I mean,
who?
Chitlins.
No, some people do.
Hey, we appreciate you coming on and detailing your journey with us.
You got to flash that ring on the camera like that. We saw it.
I wasn't trying.
I'm just joking.
I was just scratching my eyebrow. I'm sorry.
I'm joking.
The phone was.
I was just joking. I got a theory. All women who marry, they make sure they get their ring in the shot some type of way, but that's not here nor there.
That's not true at all.
It's not true. How many times your ring will be on camera?
I don't know. Well, exactly. Since you're usually looking at my hands every time.
Get in the camera, huh? My theory continues to be right.
My
but
boy
anyway,
Kevin Samuels on P.
No, I do not.
No, nobody's going Kevin
No,
Samuels.
nobody's
I need
not.
to let him go.
He loves that
Kevin
motherfucker, man.
Samuels is too ugly to be as rude as he is. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I don't even care how
That's
he
a Sean
looks.
man crush.
He talks to people.
That's a Sean man crush. He love that nigga, man. That nigga wake up morning, what Kevin say?
I believe it.
But like Dwayne said, Alicia, we appreciate you coming on, sharing your story. We don't want to take up too much of your anniversary time. We tell Jaron, we say thank you for sharing you with us for a period of time today on you guys' special day. You know, you got that lovely crocodile in the background, so y'all gotta do something with that.
Where's your husband at, Alicia?
He's right here.
Oh, what's up, man?
What's up, Jaron? Jaron, thank you for allowing Lisa to come on and share her story with us for a little period of time, brother. We can throw it back to you real quick.
Hey, before we go, like we did concentrate on her, but how was the journey for you?
Nigga. Hey,
y'all out here trying to be
This is a good question. No. Because weight loss surgery patients, 70% of them get divorces. And so they warn you about that. And like when I was pre-op, I wanted to kill him because he kept bringing pizzas in the house. And I had to try to lose weight before the surgery. I was told I had to lose 15 pounds beforehand to help shrink my liver, to make it safer to have the surgery. And he was still bringing in McDonald's French fries. He was still living his life that I love. And I'm like, dude, can you not? And he was like, well, I just feel like all you got to do is this to lose weight. And I'm like, you ain't no doctor. Like, who? That's how I was feeling.
So you ain't no doctor.
I was just going upstairs every time he and the kids would eat. I would just go upstairs so that I would not be around the food. Because if you see it, you want to touch it. You don't eat it, goddamn. In your mouth. And so I didn't want to do that. But yeah, go ahead. You tell him. Tell him how many.
Describe the journey in your perspective. Like how was it for you?
Well, what she's saying is true. It's like you either have to change your eating habits too, or because we've been married for 7 years now, so a lot of stuff that we eat is the same. We both like pizza. We both like burgers. We both like fries. Like we eat, pretty much the same. And so when I'm still eating that way, it's all stuff she wants. She still wants the fries, she can't have it, or she still wants the pizza, she can't have it. And so it is a difficult temptation. So sometimes I'll if I go out, try to eat my food in the car, or I've even done times where I was like, I used to be like, hey, I'm stopping by here. You want me to grab you or anything?
Yeah.
And realizing you're being an enabler and be like, okay, it feels rude not to ask you if you want anything, but I'm not going to ask you because I don't want, just because I'm making a bad decision. I realize I don't need to go to McDonald's, but if I'm going to make a bad decision, I don't need to introduce that bad decision to her too. And say, hey, I'm going to McDonald's. Do you want French fries? And I'm causing her to fail. So there's that aspect. And then what she was talking about, the divorce aspect is really real, where her therapist, or the person who did the psych eval, said, as you lose weight, you might be triggered. And Alicia asked me like a week ago, she said, how come every time I hit a milestone, we have a fight?
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm not starting the fights. And well, that's how I feel from my perspective. But then I realize, we've had rough patches in our marriage too. And every time she would hit a number, that number would remind her where she was the last time she was at that number. And if we had a rough patch at that number, it brings all those memories back.
Right.
So she's like, you are doing X, Y, and Z, and you've been doing it forever. Or you're doing this, and you've always done this. Will it ever change? And it's like, it's bringing up old hurt as she's going backwards in number. Because as she's losing weight, to me, it's like she's looking younger. Because she looks like she did in 2019, or she looks like she did in 2017. When we got married in 2014, she looks like she did in 2014 when she gets down to those numbers. But it's also bringing up the memories from those years, too.
Right.
Was those years wild?
We got 4 kids. All the years were wild.
Yeah.
All the years were wild.
Yeah.
And the birth experiences were not easy. 4 C-sections. 4 pregnancies back to back.
So in a sense, it's almost as if it's like a double-edged sword. If you do them, if you don't, because it's almost like you're going through the program as well, even though you didn't necessarily go to have a surgery. But if you're doing the things that you were doing before, which weren't healthy things that's helping your partner out, almost like you to your partner at least, and at least you can speak on this as well. I guess your partner almost feel like you might be kind of sabotaging them a little bit, right? So now
right?
you feel
It
kind of
definitely, it does feel that way. Like the kids, Michael has food sensitivities and he has a condition called sensory processing disorder. So I can't just completely change his diet like that. Otherwise, the child won't eat. So he still has to have things with crunch. He still has to have some snacks. We cut back on a lot of things we used to buy. And the kids are now on no sugar juices. They do get a lot more water. We are incorporating a lot more vegetables into their diet, but they still do have their portion of the pantry, which is full of snacks. And so seeing them eating that stuff, it does feel conflicting a lot of times. Seeing Jaren have stuff and, he'll come back with a coffee drink with, all the fixins and everything. It is difficult. And it does feel like it feels rude, honestly. And but I had to realize that just because I had surgery doesn't mean the whole world is going to have surgery too, and that the whole world is going to change just because. So I have to be strong in myself to know that this is something that I want for myself. I have to want it bad enough to be able to say no. And it's hard. It is hard to say no because food tastes good.
Yep.
Yeah, but everything that tastes good to you ain't good for you. And so
not chitlins, but rest of it though.
Chitlins is not food. And I'm here to say that once and for all. But it is difficult, but the truth is that there's no satisfaction in it for me. And I think one day I did have something that they were having. I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna take a bite. And once I bit it, I was like, I had a lot of guilt. I had a lot of remorse. I felt like, oh man, I'm going to get on my weight back. And there was no joy in eating that food. I was chasing emotional highs that I used to get from food, and it just wasn't there anymore.
Yeah.
And so it's not, for me, it's just not worth it. But to see everybody else, like there was a man in the harbor today with a caramel ribbon crunch frappuccino. Those used to be bae.
Ooh.
A caramel ribbon crunch frappuccino from Starbucks.
I used to
and
want
I
to
saw
drink.
the man drinking it, and I was like, man, I want one.
Yeah, the hotel that we're at has a Starbucks on the corner of the hotel. Like you walk out the lobby, boom, Starbucks. And that was her favorite spot.
Yeah, they a lot of hotels have Starbucks either in them or right there next to them. It's a whole conspiracy. They try and get that Starbucks into your system some type of way. Starbucks is it's a drug. I'm just saying it's a drug. That's all I'm saying.
It is, and it's mostly sugar and it's really high in carbs.
Well, say the drug dealer's in the lobby, so.
Oh yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I had to tell myself that no, I can't have that. I went ahead and I made sure on this trip, I bought myself my sugar-free juice, and I brought protein stuff with me. I brought the protein shakes. I brought my protein snacks with me, and so I went to Starbucks, but I didn't get that. I got a decaf.
Sugar-free syrup.
I got decaf coffee with sugar-free syrup in it. So that
you're a coffee drinker. What's your money?
And it was actually a whole lot cheaper doing it that way. And so you find ways to make modifications for yourself and to just not give in to those temptations. And normally they don't last very long.
Is there like continued therapy?
Yes. So I actually enrolled myself into therapy because I am having body dysmorphia, which is something I didn't expect. So I was smaller for a majority of our marriage, and then I gained a lot of weight very quickly. And I feel like as I lose weight, I'm not seeing the changes unless I put a picture beside an old picture. Yeah. But if I look in the mirror, I still see the Alicia that was almost 400 pounds, not the Alicia that's almost 299. So it is difficult to be working so hard toward a goal and look in the mirror and feel like you don't see any of your progress.
Is that therapy for both of you guys or just you?
So he has the option
That's a
to
good
get
question.
therapy. He has not enrolled, but I signed myself up for therapy to be able to work through these things. And my practice knows that this is something that I'm dealing with, and they said that it's actually very normal to have those feelings, and that some people have them for a long time because you just get used to being overweight. You convince yourself that it's okay and that you accommodate your life to being big. You okay, it's fine. I'll just order my clothes online. Oh, it's fine, I'll
That's
go
never a
here
good
early to
idea.
scope the seats to make sure there's a seat where I can fit. And I'll never forget, I went to a doctor's appointment and sat in a seat and didn't check the arms on the side of the seat and got stuck a little bit. And I was just so embarrassed. Like, nobody said anything. It was during COVID. Nobody was really in there. But just to know that you sat in a seat and then you couldn't get back up, like, it just was like, damn, I didn't realize it was that bad.
Does these insecurities affect your bedroom life?
I'm sure they did. Oh, this is a topic. Okay, so before the surgery, I had no libido.
Okay.
Since I had the surgery, I have more libido than him.
Oh,
I
okay.
wanted it
Hence the
all the
hotel
time.
room.
But
Okay.
like, I want it all the time, and apparently that's normal. As you get healthier, your libido increases. I'm sure that with me being so unhealthy and having so many health issues, that probably affected it, because when you don't feel good, you don't feel like having sex. Like, who? I just had to huff and puff to get up the staircase. Like, I'm not trying to drop draws. No, I'm trying to catch my breath.
How has this affected business? Like
How does it?
this whole process, how has it affected like your business?
So I've actually pretty much stopped working. And I think it's because I like to hyper focus on things. So in 2020, I hyper focused on the Brown Mom experience, trying to grow it, trying to work with brands, trying to get started with coaching people and mentoring women and things like that. And in 2021, I have been focusing completely on myself. So I realized I can't help anybody else until I learn how to properly take care of myself. And so I've had to turn down a lot of offers and write a lot of thank you for your interest, but at this time we are not accepting, blah, 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 blah. Like, I don't have the energy to be giving to other people because I really need to devote it to myself. And I need to give the next 12 months everything I got, because I am literally trying to save my own life. I am working to being a healthier me. And I know that I'll be able to do more, not only for my family and my husband or the kingdom, but I'll be able to do more for myself, and I'll be able to better help others when I'm in a better state of mind, physically, mentally, emotionally, everything. Like, I'm doing Alicia care right now. And so that means that I don't produce as much stuff. I have been sitting on washi tape designs that I was supposed to send off in January, and I have not sent them off yet because I'm focusing on me. And it takes a lot of forethought to pre-plan out meals and to figure out what your macros are going to be, how much protein is in this, how much carbs is in this, is there sugar in that, and making sure you exercise on top of taking care of kids, helping them through virtual learning and preparing to go back to school. Still have 2 little ones that still need my full attention, supporting him because he's working from home, trying to keep our house clean. We're thinking about selling our home and moving. So yeah, the Brown Mom experience has taken a back seat, and I'm okay with that. I post very infrequently, and I'll talk about what I'm doing in my journey, which is being more intentional with my children, but also making sure I make time to take care of myself. So
you basically taking like a sabbatical from the business aspect of your life?
yes, I'm taking a sabbatical, but the sabbatical is going to benefit my business. It's one of the things that I learned very quickly into doing the influencer content creation, social media marketing thing, is that when you don't have a certain look, companies pay less. They were paying me less. They pay Black women less than they pay white women off gate. But then if you're obese, if you don't fit their market audience or that appeal, they're going to pay you less. They're going to try to make you work extra hard to get paid after you've done the work. And I realized that I have a friend that's working on the same campaign as me. We're both doing stuff for Clorox, and she got her check 2 months before I did, or she got a much higher rate with less followers. So, you know, but I think it's like that with media across the board.
Oh yeah, they hate fat people.
How have
eating a Popeye chicken sandwich?
have you taken the COVID vaccine? And if not, like, does that have any bearing on anything that's going on with like your procedures or anything? Like they say, like, well, you can't take it because of this, or you can take it, or
I have not had the test yet because I am not in the bracket of people that are allowed to get it. I think right now it's teachers and senior citizens and frontline workers. Yeah. I don't even think we've gotten to frontline workers yet.
It's old people and
teachers right now.
Teachers, yeah, and medical professionals, yeah.
That's what I meant by frontline. I meant like hospital people, but
yeah, I know if you work at the grocery store, you still can't get it. Yeah. But I know the next phase are adults with comorbidities. So I'm still in the over the super obese category. My BMI, even though I've decreased it by 11 points now, I went from having a BMI of 60. My BMI was 67 and now my BMI is 54. And a healthy BMI is between 25 and 29. So if you have a BMI of 30 or over, you'll be able to get the vaccine because of comorbidities. I don't always agree with the BMI chart, but that's what they use as their universal thing. The vaccine will not affect my surgery in any kind of way, shape, or form. It'll just help me stay safer.
So are you planning on getting it when you are in that range?
I am planning on getting it because I want to protect my father. My father is a 2 times cancer survivor. And knowing that he actually had a bone marrow transplant and he's considered a chimera. So his DNA is not the DNA he was born with in his body, because they had to kill off his bone marrow in his body and then put a bone marrow transplant in his body. So his donor is actually from Germany, which is quite funny. And his DNA is not, like, if he got a blood test with his mom, they would say they're complete strangers. But knowing because of that, he can't get the vaccine. So I would like to see my dad to get it, and I want to keep him safe. So that's why I'm getting it.
Right. Okay. That's what's up. I have quite a few family members that got it, and they seem to be fine. They didn't have any effects, anything. If that helps anything. My brother's a teacher, so he kind of had to get it.
Lots of respect to your brother. I used to be a teacher, and I know if I had to teach during this, I would quit, because I want to quit being a parent. Like, honestly, like, if I could return these kids, I would.
Well, we talked to your daughter, and she said you have quit being a parent. She said,
I was about to say, hey, look, we got your daughter right here.
Dad's doing everything.
Probably would. She would say that one minute she hates me, the other minute she wants to be just like me. I think that's just daughters, though.
Well, you got some more.
She's also missing teeth, so, she got to grow some teeth first.
You know my philosophy, fuck them damn kids. Until they get old enough to do halfway for themselves, they ain't worth shit. It's just a bunch of hooping, hollering, crying, money grabbing little assholes.
Expensive.
Y'all should be ashamed yourself.
Hey Dwayne, fuck your opinion.
Okay.
Isn't that on the show?
Hey, you should like put some snippets from this interview on your pages, and maybe it might like help enlighten some of your followers. And maybe it might help us out because we ain't got none.
I knew you were gonna say that. I knew your setup was so trash. I knew he was going with that.
Yeah, so it's really for selfish purposes. So.
No, it's for me personally. I enjoyed the conversation. I actually, I'm no lie, I'm surprised by the good question that we had because we be rough at times, but we had some good questions.
You know, some
you
of
guys
us
did.
Yeah.
You guys had really great questions, and I was very surprised, and I'm very thankful that you guys wanted to
Also, what
ask
you
me
trying to
about
say?
it.
Hey,
I'm not feeling the shade. I'm not feeling the shade.
Hey, look, she ain't got to say it. I'm gonna say it. I'm thoroughly surprised. Like,
I am too. I'm impressed with y'all tonight.
I feel like some of us actually read.
Tonight y'all acting like y'all been doing it for years.
You know, fuck you, Paula. But
go back to the bullshit.
Yeah, but that might be kind of cool. You know what I'm saying? Like put some snippets from this. You know what I'm saying? And you know, like a lot of people that are following your journey, because I know a lot of people are following your journey, especially on your lives and stuff and your stories. So maybe it might help enlighten them. Or,
Yeah, I've had 3 women tell me that I've inspired them to get weight loss surgery and that they're going through the process themselves. And I've inspired a lot of my family members to try to lose weight as well. And I'm very excited. I don't think everybody should have weight loss surgery. If you don't want to, you definitely don't have to. But I definitely want everyone to try to take care of themselves, especially in our community. We put so much emphasis on food, and our emphasis should be on health, because our bodies are literally all we got. It's the one thing we're born with, and it's the one thing that goes with us in the ground. And so we have to take care of ourselves. We have to take care of our bodies. We have to take care of our minds. And we really need to start putting better foods in our system. And I also want to say that weight loss surgery is not the easy way out. Even once you have the surgery, you have to continuously work to try to do better, because, and the funny thing is, my doctor, Dr. Friesen, told me that, the surgery is not going to stop you from going to Burger King and having a Whopper after surgery, because he had a patient that did that and then busted her sleeve and then had to come back to the emergency room and get, situated, because
I blame her therapist.
No, I mean, you can't blame a therapist. Like I said,
why?
The thing is,
that should have been the question asked. She should have said, hell no.
You gotta have discipline yourself. Nobody can live your life for you.
Right.
True.
But how she get past
the
therapist and she go straight to Burger King? Hell no.
Because people can lie. People can put on a front. There's a lot of
pathological
liars.
Your emotional state and your mental state, everybody's dealing with something different. You never know what that person dealing with. So Burger King might be something that just comfort the fuck out. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I'm not in her shoe. I don't know, but
yeah,
you know what I'm saying? I don't know. She maybe that
no more.
And food addiction is a real thing. It's one of those addictions that we don't often think of as a real addiction. We hear sex addiction. We make jokes about that. We talk about drug addiction, but we don't talk about the fact that sugar is the most addictive substance on planet Earth. And that so many people are hooked on it, but they're not trying to treat it, because so many companies put sugar in so many things that if they stop using sugar, they will go bankrupt.
Industry, man.
Yeah, industry is definitely leading to the obesity problem in America, but we have the ability to choose better. Those better choices cost a little bit better, but I feel like when it comes to taking care of your body, you're worth it.
Hey, I'm gonna tell y'all the fact, and y'all probably don't know this. Some of y'all who read might do. The amount of sugar.
The shade room?
No, it's not. The amount of sugar that's in the box of, let's just say, Fruit Loops is about the same amount of sugar that you'll find in the box of Raisin Bran. And you, as a consumer, you assume, oh, it's Raisin Bran, it's a healthier cereal, I'm going to buy this. Raisins. But nigga, you don't understand. They pound sugar in that shit just like they do the Fruit Loops. I'm talking about. It's like 1 gram short. Like it's crazy, bro. So but that's the industry manipulating and mind fucking the hell out you and making you think you actually doing something when they just continue to feed the beast. That's all. They feed that sugar beast and that sugar
and salt.
And that's one of the things
and
that
salt,
you
nigga, salt is in everything.
Yeah.
Nigga,
I mean,
salt is in
salt is
water.
conservative also. So,
Bruh, salt is in bottled water, Dwayne.
I know
the fuck is salt in this is something you use to hydrate yourself, and it's in Gatorade. It's in Gatorade, my nigga. Yeah. Like, come on.
But sodium is a necessary element.
It is. I was getting ready to say that sodium is necessary.
Because you gotta, it's in Gatorade because you gotta say because you drink Gatorade because you're sweating, but that's what you're losing. You're losing that sodium, so it's replenishing that. So that's why it's in there. But it's
you're also getting 40 I think 45 grams of sugar.
Yeah, well, you might need that for a burst of energy. I don't know.
The sugar gives you temporary energy or insulin boosts, which make you feel like you're being energized, but you're not. You're just gonna crash.
It's just a false, yeah.
You can have Powerade and Gatorade without the sugar, and it'll do the exact same thing for you without the crashing. But I wanted to say was that we had to go through the dietary education, and we had to learn how to properly read those labels. You look at the label, you think you know how to read it, but like I learned so much. And just like D'Angelo was saying, the food industry is so misleading. And so you're thinking something is healthy, and the front of the box can say, oh, this pack of Twizzlers is fat-free. There's not fat in it to begin with, but the amount of sugar that's in it is going to make you fat. And they're not going to tell you that. And so you have to learn how to look at that information analytically and be able to decipher, is this something that I should put in my body today? What are the macros on this? What are the amount of sodium? How much sodium am I allowed to have in a day? Is this okay? You know, you learn how to truly decipher and just completely fuck the front of the label.
Right.
Turn the back
of that box.
Really learn about it. And they make it small on purpose. And put a bunch of colorful shit all around it because they don't want you to pay attention to it. They want you to think because of the advertising, oh, this is all right. This is no sugar added. They don't tell you that there's still sugar inside. So
you hear that, Sean? The shit ain't on Shade Room. You got to read the box, nigga.
Alicia, have you
I know how to read the box.
Have I what?
Have you subscribed to any of the meal to home services? You know, like HelloFresh or anything like that? Or
I tried HelloFresh before, and HelloFresh was cute. HelloFresh is very carb heavy.
Yeah.
And so I discontinued HelloFresh because of that. There are a lot of different programs and meal options out there. I have not signed up for one yet because I still don't have a lot of food options. I pretty much eat half of a crab cake, shrimp that's boiled with Mrs. Dash, and salmon or tilapia most days. Sometimes I can stomach a little bit of zoodles, and I mean like less than 1 ounce. So it's an extremely small amount.
Oh, okay.
Zoodles are zucchini that you spiralize.
Yeah, okay. You know, I used to eat them shits. My bad.
With sugar-free marinara.
I ain't gonna lie. Healthy food is trash, but keep going.
It doesn't have to be. It can be
all of it's not though.
All of it's flavorful, and it can be.
I agree. I love brown rice, but everything.
Well, you got to think we think healthy food and stuff like that is trash because we're so conditioned to being with stuff with a lot of sugar and salt.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying, for all these generations. But that's why when you get like I said earlier, like when you got the Powerade with no sugar, and it's like, oh man, it just tastes like water because I'm so conditioned to stuff being sweet and sugar.
I'm gonna tell you.
So that's why everything tastes like trash.
The Powerade water doesn't have any sugar in it. Phenomenal. It tastes like some diet shit, but at the same time, it's good. Like even with the water, with who was it? It was something I'm thinking. Oh, Mrs. Dash. At least you brought Mrs. Dash earlier. I know we typically get the Mrs. Dash with the salt free, Mrs. Dash, whatever. So which one we buy?
Not Mrs. Dash.
Then what the hell is it, woman? You over here telling people Mrs. Dash.
Alicia, you can't use that loud.
But we get one of them shit salt free.
So salt isn't the enemy, it's the amount of salt.
Yeah.
And I don't add salt too much to my meals because I just don't want to add salt to my meals. There's no real reason why I can't. I've chosen not to. And then, Mrs. Dash is really, really easy. It has everything in it. I do want to say that Powerade is really delicious. You can try Mio. Mio, you can literally just fill a cup with water, put a couple squirts into your taste, and it tastes like a wonderful juice. They have all different kinds of flavors. I hear the blue lemonade is amazing, but I haven't found it yet. The blueberry lemonade.
Have you tried in the packets?
Yeah,
like
the
Crystal
Crystal
Light?
Light is great. They actually recommend that we drink it. And at this point, I wanted to tell you guys, so in my cup right now is sugar-free Minute Maid lemonade. I actually bought a bottle, went to Walmart, brought it to the hotel with me, and it's in the fridge. And it tastes like regular Minute Maid lemonade. It's actually too sweet. It's a no sugar juice that is too sweet for me. So I actually only use 8 ounces of it at a time and fill the rest of my cup up with water. And this is a 30-ounce cup. So
that's a nice cup too, by the way.
Thank you. But yeah, even things that are sugar-free, after a while, you don't miss the sugar, and sugar-free things can taste like too much sugar. They have candies that are low in sugar or sugar-free. They have
diabetic candies.
It's not diabetic candies.
Sugar-free candy give you
Smart
the
Sweets
runs.
or something like that.
Diabetic candy.
But it tastes really good.
It's called sit on the toilet. That's what it's called. I had diabetic candy once. I'll never do it again. No, hell no.
I have never heard of diabetic candy. I just know they have candy that's sugar-free, and you can still get the taste.
You ain't gonna hear about it because it's the devil. It's the devil.
The amount of calories down drastically. So whereas you could have a Reese's peanut butter cup and it will be like 300 something calories, the sugar-free version might be 150.
But I'm telling you, stay away from this sugar-free if you want to keep your draws.
Anyways, Alicia, thank you for sharing your journey with us and for you watching.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, you passionate about that sugar free?
Thank you for real bad experience. Journey with us. And,
that nigga was young.
Your anniversary.
No problem. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, it was a pleasure. To you and the Mister, happy anniversary. Continued blessings with y'all marriage, and
wish y'all 7 more great, wonderful years. Think about this right here. In the next 7 years, which will be your 14th year, all the kids, they should be halfway out the house. Thank you, God.
He said,
yeah.
And then you could use that portion of the pantry, for more zoodles and
whatever. Shit, it don't matter. They be almost out.
Sugar-free candy.
I feel you, and I appreciate the love. Thanks, guys, and I appreciate you guys being willing to hear about my journey.
Yes.
Thank you for sharing it. Yeah.
And I look forward to sharing with you guys more updates and letting you guys know. And I'm just trying to lose weight, y'all. I just want to be thin. Just one time, Jesus.
It's not all it's cracked up to be.
Just one time.
I ain't gonna say that. Ain't all cracked. What you think it's gonna be? Well, this is what I tell you, Alicia. Don't lose your hairline. That's a side effect.
Yes, and you know how you avoid it? You keep your protein up.
Hear that, Dwayne?
There's vitamins that you take every day. Every day I have to take vitamins, and I have to take for 3 months this prescription called omeprazole, which decreases the amount of stomach acid, so I don't burn my esophagus.
Yeah,
but you take your vitamins daily, and you make sure you hit your protein goals, and you won't lose your hair. My hair is actually grown. Where other people are like, why is my hair falling out? Your hair is grown because I'm making sure I am.
That's Dwayne. That's how Dwayne sounds.
Need more protein, I guess.
You do.
Literally. I think I'm healthier now than I ever have been.
I am so unhealthy, it's a shame.
I believe it too.
You need to take a Flintstone vitamin.
I use
JJ after this episode.
I actually ate at this place called Mikey's Grill and had a jerk salmon Philly. It was really good. But
a salmon Philly?
Yeah, jerk salmon Philly.
Don't talk about the food stuff while you guess this thing.
No, I'm saying shit sound nasty anyway. That's what I was saying.
It wasn't made real.
It sound like, it sound like to me. It's like sugar-free candy. Sean just talking about. It's like you about to take a shit in a minute.
No. It's gonna be a hot shit because it was jerk. So.
Oh my God. Say bye.
So.
Thanks for having me, guys.
All right, thank you, Lisa. Good night. Hey, man, I can't take y'all nowhere, man. Lisa gonna be a hot shit. What the?
They actually do one of the black businesses because they were black owned business. So
I got black business lined up though.
That's what's
I mean, but at the same time, you got the information. We can use Owen for next week.
So Sean has nothing to share?
Yeah, I'm so sorry. Sean, so this is the thing, right? This episode is focused on health and wellness. So, granted, if you don't feel comfortable with it, I'm not stressing about it. We want everybody to feel comfortable in this environment. We'll make everybody feel welcome. Namaste. With that being said, if you like to share, nigga, whatever. Yeah, I'm trying not to say nigga, but see you nigga here now. So if you would like to share some of your testimony from the last month, the floor is yours. I'll give you the highlight. And I do all that shit, bro. You ready? Let me know now, cause I can. Matter of fact, boom, there you go. Already done.
Testimony of what?
Boom, nigga, yo.
Whatever it was last week that you
wanted
to share.
Y'all said you the one said this. We didn't say it.
Oh, okay. See, I got memory loss. So I'm like, what the hell is y'all talking about?
You do not have memory loss.
Too much shit.
That was 2 weeks ago.
And that sugar-free candy.
I do. I do. I shitted out my memory. Okay, I have some sugar-free candy. I mean, is this a test? I guess it's a testimonial. Like, I was talking to my doctor, and my doctor asked me how I hurt my hip or bruised my hip, and I told her, and she kind of bust out laughing, but that ain't important.
That is important. Doctor don't supposed to laugh at niggas.
I mean, after talking to her, it made sense that it didn't make sense on how I bruised my hip. She was like, "What?" I'm like, "Yeah, I know it don't make sense to me either, but whatever." So I'll go to physical therapy for. Why do I go to physical therapy? Or for my nerve damage for diabetes. So I was at physical therapy and they got an indoor pool. This is the part that don't make sense. It started thundering and they told us we had to get out the pool.
Yeah, because
the doctor was like, why would you?
Because water is what's it looking for?
It conducts electricity.
Yeah, it's how they conduct to electricity. So they don't want you to potentially get shot while you're in there swimming, and they've been here a lot before.
But we can't swim. There's no swimming in that pool. Like you can only sit still and do the.
I'm not saying actual like using the terminology as saying actual
you
swim.
Just saying stop
I'm saying you being in the water. Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, we had to get out the pool and we started doing exercises, throwing the ball back and forth. And he threw the ball and I moved and somehow I tripped over my hip. But when I got to the hospital, I went to 2 different hospitals. When I got to the second hospital, somehow I got put on house arrest. So they put a hold in my. Yeah, that's what it felt like. Or I might have felt like I was going to jail. But they put some code on my bed to where every time I moved, it went off.
Because you were a fall risk.
Yes, you're a fall risk at that point.
I get that, but bro, I wasn't like, bro.
You was a fall risk.
Like, I would.
They want to know when
I
did. Because if you were to fall out of bed or something, and nurses isn't there, that mean they're not aware of something. You falling, so they want to make sure that if something was to happen, that they can be made aware that you potentially could have just fell out of bed. That's all.
Well, I hated it. I felt like I was in, bro. I fell asleep and I woke up to the siren going off, and I'm like, bro, I'm not doing nothing. I'm just sitting here like please cut the shit off. Like, I don't want to hear the sound going on. I felt like how you feel when you get that alarm on your phone for an Amber Alert. Like, why? Stop. Like, okay, I get it. I can't help you find the person's vehicle. You said what?
I said they thought you were being abducted. Never mind. Go ahead.
I've been looking for the vehicle, but go ahead.
I guess. Yeah. You be looking for the vehicle?
I do. Every time I get an Amber Alert, I look out my window like, let me see. I don't see a nigga out
there. That's nice of you. I mean, that my I didn't really have a long drawn out interview or story, but that's it. I just hated the fact that I was on house arrest, and every time I made movement, like the alarm went off. Like, I couldn't even go to the damn bathroom without somebody coming in and watching me go to the bathroom. They're not helping me go to the bathroom, but they're watching me as I go to the bathroom.
You want to wipe your ass or something?
No, just the pee.
You want to hold the dick while you piss. That's what it was. The nigga like, hey, hold it while I pee.
No, I get what he's saying. If you're going to be there, you can help me. But like I said, the purposes of being there is because you were a fall risk.
Yes.
And so they just were there to make sure you did not fall.
And on top of that, they don't want you to become dependent on them to help you. They want you to build those muscles that you're in that trouble area so you can continue to work it out.
How is your recovery going, by the way?
But it's a crazy thing. I guess it's good. I ain't fall again, but now that I think about it, I was going to the bathroom to pee. They gave me a cup to pee
in. Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Okay.
So why'd you go to the bathroom?
Kind of strange. Because I wasn't finna pee no damn cup.
You pee in Powerade bottles. We've all heard the stories. But you won't pee in a cup at the hospital?
That. Peeing in the bottle is survival.
Okay.
That's survival. When you on the run and you can't stop, and you know the people won't let you use the bathroom at the gas station.
What you Queen of Slim? What the fuck you mean on the run?
When I'm at work or I'm driving and I can't stop, I got a Gatorade bottle. I just know
it's a bill you always go behind, take a piss at. But go ahead.
Yeah, that's how you become a sexual. That's how you become a offender.
Not if you do it quick.
Not if you don't get caught. Okay.
That's what I do.
You gonna tell somebody that, and that they're gonna get caught, and then it's gonna be our fault.
How? I can't control people do. Hey, that's on them.
How much longer do you have?
You gotta
being not. Yeah. How much longer do you have before you can like move about like on your own? And
he been moving about.
I meant
he was getting pretty yesterday, Dwayne.
I mean, like go to work and stuff. That's what I mean.
Okay.
How do I change this? Anyways, I don't know how to swap the camera, but I started out with a walker, and now I got my cane. Can you see the cane?
So how much longer?
I can walk without the cane, but still.
Well, how much longer do you have before you
2 more weeks?
able to go to work?
2 to 4.
2 to 4 weeks.
2 to 4 weeks, and it's been 2 already. Yeah, it's been 2 already, so I got 2 more.
Okay,
gotcha. I mean, so you feeling good about everything though?
For the most part, as long as I don't fall again, I'd be embarrassed.
Nah, I feel you on that.
Are you taking any medication?
Because niggas ain't shit. They'll say and take pictures and videos of your ass to help you up.
I got painkillers. Well, this from my mama's stash, but I got muscle relaxers and I got painkillers from her too. I got some for myself. I am, and it's good. It's good.
This nigga said it's good.
Yeah, I'll be feeling great.
Okay. That's what's up.
Let me know if you want some. Let me know if you need some.
Are you okay to talk about the other situation?
Did I what?
Are you comfortable talking about the other situation?
The what?
The other situation.
Yeah, I don't care.
So how you doing there, Frank? How you got your test results back?
All right, so do I need to tell the backstory to that too?
I mean, just I just want to get test results back.
You can if you want to.
Oh, go ahead.
Okay. anyways, every hospital you go to, you get tested for COVID, which don't make sense because the first hospital didn't test me, but the second hospital tested me. The second hospital tested me. They let me out on Saturday. They called me on like Wednesday and say you got COVID. Stay home. So I stayed home for 2 weeks. I got tested again recently, and I'm still positive. But they told me it was gonna be like that anyway. So whatever.
Oh wow.
Yeah, they told me it'd probably be like that for a few months. But I'm still gonna get tested.
Keep testing positive?
I ain't never heard of that shit, bro.
So how do you know if you really have it or not?
Exactly. I don't know. I mean, but everybody in the world is supposed to be wearing masks anyway. But even with me getting another positive, I'm not going to see my grandma. My grandma been here for 2 weeks or something like that, and I refuse to be around her or my mama because she just had gastric or sleeve surgery like AB.
All right, that's what's up.
Fuck, that's what's up.
I don't have any symptoms. I didn't have symptoms the first time.
I ain't never heard them. I ain't never heard you positive 2 weeks later, positive again, and tell you you're gonna be positive for like a month. That shit sound crazy. And especially because you,
like
nigga, you a super spreader. Because you asymptomatic. You one of the niggas who ain't got no symptoms, but you just run around here giving out this willy-nilly COVID like a motherfucker. How your sister feeling? Is she okay?
Your heifer is cool. She's chilling.
Okay.
She the one that gave it to me.
I told she did too. I told her if she go get an antibody test, I guarantee you she gonna have antibodies because she had that shit.
But she never tested positive though, right?
Yeah, she the one that. Yeah.
No, she didn't. Remember?
No, you never told us that. You already told us her test results were negative.
Yeah.
She told me the second one was negative. The first one was positive.
So why the hell she didn't send the first one to her damn job? Anyway, that's we talking about other shit now. So don't worry about it. All right. Well,
these jobs don't care whether you're negative or positive though.
Yeah, they can. You say what? What's wrong?
Your job. Yeah, I said your job. Like, all right, you positive. Wear your face mask. Bring your ass back to work.
Nah. Most I can't speak on every job. I know most jobs, if you're positive, they will not let you return until you are negative.
So you get a negative test result. Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, what they don't want to do, it's not even about your health, about nobody else's health. It's strictly about lawsuits. Until they pass something that say that the companies can't be held liable for it. If you have a person that you normally tested positive for COVID, come to your job site and don't give a damn they wearing a mask and a full body goddamn suit. If somebody else was to catch COVID and they can say that this person had it, granted, you can't really trace it to no individual, and that person was to have any dire consequences from having COVID, that could potentially be a lawsuit. So they just tell your ass at home until you test negative. Then they strongly advise people to take the vaccine. They can't tell you to take it, but they strongly advise you to do so. So
that's what that's about.
It's about lawsuits.
Listening to AB, I kind of agree with her.
On what?
She said she taking it. She said she gonna take it to see her father.
Yeah. I know Pietro's father. I think he already got his second shot. No,
he hasn't gotten the second one yet. He gets it in a week or so.
Okay, so her mom and her father already had the first shot. They're gonna go get their second shot in a couple weeks, whatever. We got a few family members who already got the vaccine.
Well, that's not what him or Alicia are saying. What they're saying is, like, if your grandparents were still alive, they would be very high risk. So in order for us to go see them safely, we would need to get vaccinated to make sure we're not putting them at harm.
But wouldn't it be better for the grandparents to get vaccinated?
Both of you need to. We would need to, and they would need to. But there's also people that can't get vaccinated, so you get vaccinated for them so that you're not bringing anything to them.
I just called my grandma on the phone. Go, mama, babe, I love you. I can't get that vaccine. She's like, don't do it,
because the other side, your grandparents, why would they get vaccinated if they quarantine anyway?
I mean, just because they upper age, so they're they're at risk for the downside of COVID.
But that's what I'm saying though. If you getting vaccinated and they're quarantined all the time, who are they?
I mean, they still.
But I mean, just the comings and goings, even if they're getting grocery delivery, that presents its own hazards, getting packages and stuff like that.
It's still
so they're still coming in contact with people.
No,
they're not 100% isolated.
You get
so
your
there
mail.
would still be reasons for the elderly to get it as well.
Doctor's appointments, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Dwayne, speak on this. You elderly. Like, are you getting vaccination?
No.
Hey, I gotta start calling you old Dwayne. I'm the only gonna hear with gray hair. I got a lot of that shit. I'm talking about shit
I got gray hair in my little stash right here.
Man, fuck that little stash, nigga. I'm talking about I got a whole head. You see this shit? Do you see this shit?
The reality is, they none of us spring chickens no more.
Nigga, we know you ain't no spring chicken. I'm talking about me.
I called my brother. I asked him, like, was his will updated and was I like on one of his dependents list? So when he kicked the taking that vaccine, I can get my money.
That's morbid.
This nigga stupid. I mean, hey man, how you feel after you took the vaccination?
They feel fine. He actually had COVID.
Yeah, I remember that.
Then you have some antibodies. They're like they don't work, or they don't last. He said they don't last. I'm like,
they say that you can. It's so crazy because it amazes me about the information that comes out. You hear people say stuff like, "Oh, you get COVID first time, you can catch it 6 months later." That ain't true. I've heard of cats who caught it not so long after they had it the first time. So
that's how my mom was.
She'll have it again.
Yeah, I was about to say in 6 months
like
she had.
Months ago.
Yeah, so it's one of those unknowns. They made this virus in the lab. We dealing with it.
Right.
All right, it's 9:42. Y'all gonna wrap this thing? I'm sorry, Sean. Were you finished sharing? I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm done.
Okay. No, I mean, you weren't. Please continue.
Well, Sean, I'm sorry. I'm sorry for PS being so rude. We appreciate you sharing,
Wrap
and I hope you get. I hope you get better, my brother. Wrap this thing up, D. Pause. You said it to me. I do hope you better health and wealth. I hope you are feeling better. Get back to your normal self.
I'm not saved.
You're not saved?
So you said you hope you feel better. He was never feeling bad.
Well, I'm not talking about the COVID piece. I'm talking about feeling better as far as your mobility side of it. And I really hope you get a tripod one day. I swear to God. Your birthday? When your birthday?
30th.
The 30th of March. I know I'm gonna get you for your birthday present.
31st. 31st.
I got you. No, say
31st,
less.
My bad. Damn, I put it on my calendar wrong. Shit.
Now you gotta go change all your plans.
I can't change my planner. So on my calendar it's gonna be 30th, but I know I got you 31st.
Yeah, right in.
I talked to my mama today too about your cake. She said she's gonna do it for your birthday.
Don't hold the breath on that, son. Cause you're gonna die. But like I said, I know to get you for your birthday because you're in dire need of it, and I'm sick of you watching your background move around like it's kind of tornado or some shit. Thinking you on seen the Wizard of Oz. The shit's pissed. This shit's making my eyes hurt.
I've actually been in a tornado.
It's shit to get on one of them scooters, like it'd be in the grocery stores.
Hey, you know what? While you bullshitting, Dwayne, somebody offered him a scooter and he gonna turn down talking about something he don't want that scooter. Because look, Dwayne, you know his reason was, man, somebody might die in that scooter. Man, you don't get that scooter and shut the hell up and just zoom.
Who offered me a scooter? Who offered me a scooter?
Yeah, I'll be chasing cats down the neighborhood in that scooter and everything, nigga. Yo, mama, you said it.
I should have took that.
I told you should have taken what you
No,
said.
she offered me it wasn't a scooter. She offered me this.
Offered what?
You said a damn electric scooter, the hover around joint.
You got tennis balls on that thing?
No, because he don't know what he's doing with it.
Yes, we see it, Sean. We see the walk.
But we see your new 2021. We see it.
She offered me a walker with a seat, and I'm like, bro, I don't want no seat. And most of the times you have the seat so you can use the bathroom, or if you taking a
I know
bath or something. I
I
don't
go down
know.
here one.
I don't want this shit.
And so you can
I take a scooter though.
when you walking, you can take breaks while you're walking because it's hard. You know what I'm saying? So
Bro,
when we just go to
I
the
don't give
store
a
and
damn
stuff
about
like
no
that,
tennis balls. I scrape the floor up.
well, you need to put tennis balls on in your walker. Stop being such a young whippersnapper.
He said he don't care about tennis balls. He just said that.
Oh, I thought you said you scraping the floor up.
Wrap it up, y'all.
That's what I heard. All right, well, we're gonna go ahead and go to the black business tonight, everybody. With the 2 people we got left. Hold on.
Yeah, I got 4.
That's my line.
Let's see, y'all. Let's see what we got.
I thought your mom was coming next. Change her mind.
Yeah, brother. So this is our black business for tonight. This is Box Happiness. This is her Instagram page. She sells a multitude of different things. Of course, these some of the items you can see here. But she has a website. Boom. Link in the bio. Let's go. Boom. All right. It takes you to this page right here. You just go to shop. Beautiful website. Beautiful. So
I think it's called Deserved Happiness.
Deserve Happiness. That's the name of the business right there. My apologies. I was reading Instagram. So she got a self-love journal kit. You got all the stuff in there. Look at that. I'm gonna go. There we go. Boom. You got the pen, the journal. What's this? Homemade. What? I don't know what it is. The details inside the box. It's on this page. Just read it. Boom. Got the Protect Your Peace kit. This website is amazing. I am affirmation cards. Okay. 12 days of hot chocolate gift box. Love that hot chocolate.
She's also a member of the Potty Mouth Planners family.
Yes, she is. Thank you, Jesus. Let's see. Oh, yeah. She got something for the men, too. I know sometimes men, we feel left out. She said she got you. She got the mailbox. Boom. Got you some slippers in there. Some beard butter. I mean, people can go that beard. So me and Sean, and that's it.
I don't want a beer.
I ain't buying that shit. I give up on the damn beer. Fucking beer.
We saw. We can tell your face. You give him a beer, sir.
I think Dion's so flexing. He was talking about how he won't connect.
Hey, don't tell you something, sister. Go get the gloves. I'm sick of you. All natural beer shampoo. Like I said, so she got something for everybody. Go to a website, check the website out. She got like I said, those are gift boxes. She had different things for journals, pens, journals. Gotta love it. The affirmation cards and the stickers. Gotta love that. Candles, that's not my thing. Okay, it's coming. It might be out of stock, but there you go. Boom. Go to the home. All right, so yeah. So Deserve Happiness. It's our black business for tonight. Like I said, like we say every week, everybody shop black. You know what I'm saying? We don't boom.
Hey, that's dope. That's a black business for the last day of February. Well,
why is it dope?
Do a black business. I don't know.
Is it
It's
black?
Black History Month. I don't know. We ended Black History.
Nigga, when have we did the business that wasn't black?
Look, man, don't stop trying to take away from.
It's tonight your first night. Who is you, man? Who man's is this? But
I don't know why I feel like you hating on me, brother.
Bro, I'm just trying to understand your question. You just said that's fitting for this to be the last business.
It wasn't a question; it was a statement.
Well, you're right. A statement about a black business that we do with every podcast, and it's always black, no matter what money it is, no matter what week it is. We ain't never did nothing but black. That's all we subscribe to.
Okay, it should be dope for them to be the last black business. There you go.
I see what he's saying. I see.
Thank you.
Do you?
Yeah.
No, he don't. He trying to save you, but it's
I know
it's teamwork. I like that. It's teamwork.
I shine out for you. I understand what you're saying.
No, you don't.
Thank you.
He's saying that
D'Angelo, the only one that's confused.
That is the last day of February of Black History Month. That would be the particular one that we picked.
Got you. So Pete, this tomorrow's last day for February. We do know that, right?
For us, for our podcast.
But we're not doing the podcast tomorrow.
So got you. So our last day we did a podcast in January was what kind of business was that?
Y'all, come on.
He's not talking about. But January isn't anything in special in particular. February is Black History Month, so that is the last business that you pick for February Black History Month. You could have picked any other black business, but you picked that particular one. So he's saying for them that
got you. He's not saying because they black. He's saying it's the type of business that it is. Got you.
That you ended our February, our podcast for February Black History Month, that particular one, because it could have been anybody.
Facts. It could have been that chicken joint you want so raving about.
Well, it wasn't chicken, but
it was
just
fish
a grill place.
It was a salmon fillet.
It was a grill place. They had chicken and fish, but yeah, I understand what he's saying.
Yeah, I got you. Okay, all right. I appreciate y'all coming out. We appreciate y'all coming out. We appreciate the Miss Alicia AB coming over here and sharing her journey. Sean Mary, we appreciate you coming on and sharing your trials and tribulations. We appreciate everybody's contribution to the podcast tonight. As you guys can see, we are getting to a place where, hey man, we're doing the damn thing. We're still mentoring Sean to come along. So like I said, once he get this tripod, he's gonna be up in there. We're gonna get him right though. We're gonna get him right. And do you have a ring light, Sean? Okay.
No.
All right.
What?
A ring light.
I got a lamp.
That's a no. Okay, I got you.
Y'all could also
But anyway, have a great night. We love y'all. We greatly appreciate y'all. Peace.
Bye, y'all.
Shout out to Renee Montgomery, part owner of the Atlanta Dream, baby.
So she part owner or she owner?
She's part of a group that owns ownership. Yes.
And you said it's Montgomery?
Renee Montgomery, yes. She used to
play
for the Dream.
Play for the Dream.
Yeah. For the Dream. She just retired.
I know this shit, man.
That's what I'm saying, man. I might actually go to the games now, man. We done got
I ain't gonna say much. COVID's still real. I still watch it on TV, but I will support in that way.
Yeah, we got the racist center up out of there. So that's what's up, man. That's what's up.
Man.
Shouts out, man. Like I said, slowly but surely, man.
They getting ass up out of here, dog.
Yeah, man. We're getting some ownership in some of these places. So
yes, sir. Next thing you need for Mass P to them by Reebok. Shit, we on our way, goddamn.
Well, he already making cereal and other noodles and stuff. So
hey man,
did y'all know D'Angelo doing the verses tonight?
Yeah, D'Angelo and Friends or something to that effect. Not you, D'Angelo, but D'Angelo Archer.
I know it ain't me because it was me. It wouldn't have been the verses. It would have been D'Angelo whoop these niggas' ass and just have them.
By yourself because there's no one watching.
Nobody's watching.
You would have had the Teddy Riley issue. The fucking Wi-Fi cutting off.
My Wi-Fi would have been crisp.
Are we still on?
Yeah, I was about to say, yeah.
Oh, we are.
Let me in the podcast. Hold on one second.
I look at that clock. I was about to talk shit about everybody that was in the comments.